Hi everyone, I hope you are. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, the 5-day time frame Gaussian channels flip red. Now it's I know a lot of people are getting worried by this, but for me, what you don't realize is that the Gaussian is a lagging indicator. Okay, it's a great indicator. I do think it is lagging. Okay, obviously it is lagging because it uses moving averages, because moving averages are lagging indicators, and EMA's exponential moving averages are leading indicators. So right now there is a chance that this has actually gone red because of this correction. Okay, and it's just a lagging indicator, and right now your bottom's in and you're coming upstairs. Now there is a possibility here, like I said to you, and there's a bit of confluence here for the pattern that Bitcoin's creating on the 5-day, is this rising wedge just here. Okay, you see this tightening rising wedge just there. So there's a potential right now, like I said to you, we might actually be putting in some kind of ABC correction here. Now if we do start to come down and we lose the support of this rising wedge on the 5-day, I do think that is your target just there. Okay, that's your target for Bitcoin, where you form the wedge. I'm going to drop that in for you right now, and that will be your minimal target where you form the wedge. Now I was giving you this target last year as well for Bitcoin. Okay, when you come up like this, you're creating this rising wedge, no one believed me, trolling the videos, you lost support, ran into the resistance of the wedge, you came down where the target was met. Okay, at that point you actually rolled further and you capitulated. Okay, and if that happens again, I will give you the technical target, because this is how I give you the technical target. Okay, from there to there, you can see that when you come down, you bounce off a 2 fib. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, and that was the target I was giving everyone, and it was a swing low as well. Job done. Anyway, that's history. Okay, so what I want to show you is an example of where it turns red is lagging of what it's already done. So you've had this big whopping correction here for Bitcoin, and right now you slowly come up into the Gaussian and it's gone red. Okay, and now it doesn't mean that you can't fall out of this rising wedge like this. Okay, come down to this support, bounce, look at these wicks. Okay, bounce, start to come back up, and you've got your correction over and done with this rising wedge. Okay, it's at this point you start to come back up and you break the medium line of the Gaussian, or the top end of the Gaussian, you start to hold them back to support. That's a very bullish statement from Bitcoin, because historically whenever it's done that after a correction, okay, and gone red, and you get back above the Gaussian, it's all systems go. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I'll show you what I'm looking at right now. So for Bitcoin just here, in this coronadom, you can see that it was lagging, because it basically shown you after the event went red. So you had the big correction, and at that point you're coming up, oh, it's red, we're in a bear market here. No, as soon as you got back above the EMAs, you held them back to support, called up, you broke above, holding the EMAs constantly, you're in an uptrend, my friend. Okay, because like I said to you, whenever you're in above the EMAs on any time frame, you're in an uptrend. So right now you are in a downtrend, you're being forced down. So what we need to see is Bitcoin get back in an uptrend on the 5-day, break out, hold it back to support, get back above the Gaussian, all systems go for Bitcoin. Okay, so this is the support I'm looking at of the rising wedge. If you start to break down here and you're putting this little ABC correction, like I've said to you, which I'm potentially looking at right now, is this A, B, C, D, and this E wave, wherever it is, back down to there. Okay, and within the E wave you've got subsets of waves. Within each wave you can see have. So I'm looking at some kind of A, B, C drop, and I do think that that's your low sometime in May. And if that holds, you've met the technical target of a rising wedge. At that point you start to hold this support and you don't fall through these key levels of support. Like I said to you, your correction's done, your correction's over, and at that point you start to come up and break above the EMAs on the 5-day and get back above this Gaussian channel. That's extremely bullish for Bitcoin, and your correction's done. Now, one thing that you could do here, if you're more responsible, is wait for Bitcoin to close out above that 5-day and confirm and backtest support. Because when you do, historically, whenever you have for Bitcoin, that's all systems go. You've looked at a huge impulsive move. For example, we've done it. How many times we've done it in the past since the previous bear market? We've done it once there, and another time there. Okay, and you can see that when we did it, wow, and even here we've done it when we broke above, held back to support, you put an impulsive break. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. We're looking for Bitcoin to get back above this 5-day Gaussian right now to confirm that we're going to put in a huge impulsive move, taking on this eye, and it probably take us to around about 100k. Okay, so at the minute it's not looking too clever, to be honest with you. On the 5-day, we've got the key resistances of the EMAs coming down on ahead. We've got the key support of this rising wedge just there. Okay, the key support we're bouncing off. So we need to hold that support, break the EMAs to come up, and then to invalidate this ABC correction scenario of this E wave that I'm looking at, personally, and then the correction being over sometime in May, is we've got to break this high, and we've got to break the medium line of the Gaussian and start to close above, and it invalidates this correction that I'm looking at. So the top end of the medium line of the Gaussian is 47294. The top end of the Gaussian, if you're looking for a very bullish statement from Bitcoin and holding back to support, is 55963. So that's basically a little update for you on the 5-day Gaussian channel for Bitcoin. Okay, hope you enjoyed that update. Key resistances above, like I've said to you, the 20 EMA on the 5-day is 42941. If we start closing above that, and then especially the 50 as well, the 55 EMA, sorry, is at 44134. Start to close above that as well. That's really, really good for Bitcoin, okay? And it's quite a nice little statement if you do start to take out them levels of resistance, because, and I'll show you again, it's what I always do, I'll show you everything. If we are in a bear market, okay, and Bitcoin's gone red on the 5-day Gaussian, then you will not get back above these EMAs, okay? You will not get back above them. You will create price compression of a descending triangle, which is a negative market structure, which we're creating the reversal of that at the moment, and then you're going to capitulate to the end outside of the Gaussian, okay? And we're not getting it yet, but if we do start to get that, that's very, very negative from Bitcoin. Are we getting it? No, okay? But we have got a rising wedge, which is quite a negative statement from Bitcoin. It's quite a negative pattern. It's a corrective pattern, but they can break out to the upside. This is why I say to you, we trade on confirmation, because Bitcoin can break out of this rising wedge. And if you start to come up and invalidate this ABC correction down, and you are actually in a rising wedge and you're going to run into the EMAs and come down, if this support holds, and you start to come back up and break above the medium line and the EMAs of the 5-day Gaussian, that's an extremely bullish statement from Bitcoin that it doesn't do in a bear market. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, okay? Now, if the other scenario is we're not putting an ABC, we're starting to come back up and we break above resistances, you can see that if you break the high, this resistance to this rising wedge, you've got a beautiful, beautiful long in front of you, okay, of around about 18% up to the top end of the Gaussian, breaking through the medium line. Again, something Bitcoin never does in a bear market is breaks the medium line. Do you understand what I'm saying to you right now? So, the 5 days, a great indicator. It is a bit of a lagging indicator, and people don't realise that. Turning red right now could just be an indication that we've had this big, big correction here for Bitcoin. So I hope you understand that update, okay? I will keep you updated every day as best as I can on Bitcoin. I'm on holiday at the moment. I'll go back tomorrow, so I'm going to try and get more videos out over the next few weeks on different projects, because I keep getting loads of requests. But yeah, anyway, that's basically Bitcoin. I hope you understand that update. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye-bye.